Hi there, welcome to my channel. Have you wondered how you can change the situation you currently are and be in a completely different situation, or you want to improve your lives and you want to be achieving the kind of goal that you want to achieve, but you don't know how? I feel like to see other people's successful stories, sometimes it can really help you to see like what kind of attitude that you are supposed to have in order to become that kind of the kind of goal you want to achieve, whether it's financial goals, physical goals, or in terms of family and relationships, or any kind of goals you want to achieve. Um, yeah, so I watched on a TV show called Undercover Billionaire, and in the first season, the billionaire in the show is called, his name is Glenn Stearns. He's got the second largest mortgage lending company in the States. And he took an alias and be dropped to a new city, and $100 and a truck and a cell phone with no contacts, and trying to start a business in 90 days that were worth $1 million. So that's how I know about this person, and also like his life stories. And if you want to know the result of if you want to know the result of this, I will link the show down below. But basically, he came from a very rough neighborhood, where both parents are alcoholics, and was he had he had learning difficulties and failed fourth grade, and then become a father when he's 14. And so he came from this kind of background, and he doesn't like have the best cars at hand. He wasn't the brightest guy. He wasn't coming from the most successful neighborhood with a parents who has connections, but he became a billionaire. And so so the show was kind of more or less a mini window to his stories and his real life stories, pretty much. And I was very curious as to, number one, if that's actually possible, and number two, what kind of attitudes, from that 20 or 30 years in the business, become an entrepreneur and starting up the company and become super successful and having a nice family and family relationship and good connections and friends and social status and respect of so many people of him. What kind of attitude that he really has in order to live that kind of life. So I found this video of him being interviewed by Impact Theory, another really great show, and talk about several key things about his life and his attitudes. And I will put this interview link down below, but here it is. So that's so that's the interview on impact theory. So so I just the first thing he shared, I think from Tom, was that the first attitude is that actually you believe you can, because I think a lot of people are maybe in his situation feel like everything is settled, everything, like your parents was like that, your grandparents was like that, and therefore you're destined to fail, and you're like kind of fatalistic. And the number one thing that he had was that he believed that he can achieve the goal. And is that's is kind of like the catalyst of his all his actions after that. Like he's had that kind of vision of himself being successful, and so he would try everything he can to achieve that success. And that was like a goalpost for him, that he's actually like had that goal in his vision, and he just like moving forward rather than kind of doubting himself whether if he can actually achieve that goal. Like maybe a lot of people in his situation would have given up before they even start. And um yeah, and but he didn't like see that as hindrance. He just was like saying that this is what I want to do, and I want to do it, and I just need to figure out how to do it. And so if you believe you can achieve some goals, then your actions will start gearing towards that goal. And if you believe that you can't achieve that goal, then your actions will you just won't take any action. And I think the first thing he did was to dream, and to start to ask people around, to all the successful people, and said, how did you become successful? Like looking for mentors. And I found that very, very interesting, because most people would have set limit to themselves already, like saying, look, who's gonna talk to a poor kid from a crappy neighborhood, barely finished the college. And but he had that um he had that initiative and drive to just go ask around how to become successful, what you do. And the first person he asked was, like a guy that lived in a mansion, that's working in the yard outside in the mansion. And he went to see that guy, and the guy said, oh, I'm just a gardener. But the owner of the house seemed to be in real estate. So that's where he went into the real estate, um, and got this land into the mortgage lending business. And the second thing is he said was that you want to be genuine, and um, don't sort of fake confidence or be someone that you're not. Because a lot of people's idea is to like be like this person or that person. And when you become like that, it's hard to get people to believe in you. And so he said that to be genuine, uh just to be yourself, and so that people believe in you, they want to work with you, they want to buy things from you, and they want to invest in you. And also is that like the third thing he said was trying to believe in self. Also, like that's quite an extremely difficult thing, but um, from his background, like it's always difficult to think that he will have that confidence in himself to ask people to invest, to open up to do this and do that, to do this for him, and so on and so forth. And I think that he just had to like keep saying that, keep telling himself to say that you can do it, you can be this way, and not sort of like losing that kind of faith in yourself, rather. And the fourth thing he said was to I think he shared something about his background. Is he's come through several different difficulties, as in like when he got this child, when he got his girlfriend pregnant at the time, he saw that his life was over. He's gonna be raising the kid